Hi there, and thanks again for joining us today. I'm your host, Danielle Banda. Now, with federal requirements changing, more than 1.3 million people in Texas could be at risk of losing access to their Medicaid coverage. Joining us now to discuss what you need to know to maintain coverage from United Healthcare Community Plan of Texas is Jeff Maddox. Go ahead and take a look.
Yeah, I'm glad you're hearing about it because you're right. It is really important. And I think I'll actually take you back in time really quickly. So before the COVID pandemic here in Texas, the state required that all Medicaid beneficiaries would go through an annual renewal of their eligibility to receive Medicaid benefits. Then in 2020, the public health emergency required states to provide continuous coverage to Medicaid beneficiaries. So that means that there were a lot more people enrolled in Texas Medicaid programs, and they were keeping their coverage longer. In fact, today here in Texas, there are nearly 6 million Texans that receive their coverage through the Texas Medicaid programs, and that's an increase of nearly 30% here in Texas. So with the end of the public health emergency and with the state going back to a normal process of renewing eligibility for Medicaid, it's really important that people understand what they need to do to maintain their eligibility or understand what other options may be available to them for coverage. I think simply put, regular doctor visits allow individuals, children, families to receive preventive care, critical screenings, services that allow them to achieve their best health. And without coverage, that means there may be missed opportunities to better manage chronic conditions, early detection of conditions that may have a negative impact on one's long-term health. 3 things to know. First, it's really important to make sure that everyone that receives Medicaid benefits can ensure that the state has on file their most up-to-date and accurate contact information. So phone numbers, address, email addresses. This is how the state is going to be communicating with individuals about this renewal process. Secondly, be on the lookout in your mail for a yellow envelope from the state of Texas HHSC in red letters. It says action required. You may have already received this letter, but if not, be on the lookout for it. It's really important to review the information that's in this packet, to complete all the required and requested information. And it's also really important to return the completed information to the state in a timely manner so that the state can determine the eligibility status. And if an individual no longer has eligibility through Medicaid, there may be other coverage options available to them through the health insurance exchange or through an employer plan. The website is yourtexasbenefits.com, or people can call 211 and choose option 2.
For more information, you can visit yourtexasbenefits.com or feel free to call 211 and then click on option number 2. That's all we've got for now for the show, but thanks again for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time here on Valley Por Vida.